Hello, everyone. Hello. We're at middle of the week. This week feels like it's gone like way too quick. It feels like. Also, if you guys have noticed, the music witch is not here. Blame the browser. Cause unless I refresh this and it's back up, no, the website is still down for my widget. Cause if I show it, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna show Cloudflare stuff. Gotta love it. Gotta love widgets. Hello everyone. Hello. Hopefully everything's working. Hopefully music is not too loud. All of the above. What we're gonna do today, I wasn't thinking much gaming today. Part of me had some stuff I want to complete today, and I was like, why not do a kind of like co-work stream where I just hang out with chat. We can do chat can work on their own stuff, give people a little bit of like comfy place for that, some comfortable music, and the three we just all work together on things. Because I have a lot of stuff I need to do, I need to do a couple organization for Notion. I also need to post the backlog of streams to the VOD channel. Because if you guys have noticed, especially on the VOD channel, I have fallen behind on that. Let's see, how bad are my streams? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 streams I haven't posted. I am gone by weeks. Which I apologize for. I apologize. I also need to do some organization stuff. But I was like, why not? Just hang out with chat. We get to talk, relax, and do some work stuff. Good. I knew I've been wanting to do one of these streams for a while, but I haven't been able to because of some widgets and stuff that I needed, which I found one that which worked well for streams like this, where chat can add their own stuff to it. And all that. I know. There we go. But yeah, we're probably gonna do co-working. I want to do a little bit of work today. Hopefully it's gonna take. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know if I have all the VODs still. Like, I know I record. I remember I mentioned this on stream chat. I record all my VODs like to my computer, to a hard drive. So I should have a backlog of them. Like, at least I have a backlog up to, let's see, what's my backlog to? Till I'm pretty sure it's like July. I think it's July 12th. So I have a backlog of streams that I can go back into to hopefully have enough. Also need to put in the info for streams, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, just kind of be a comfy stream today. Also, why don't my always here? No, thank you. It's gonna be a very comfy stream, hopefully today.
You're such a good girl.
Hello, Nikki. But hopefully the widget works like we're supposed to today. The task one. Because supposedly it's all integrated within my streamer bot. And it works on, surprisingly there is a YouTube one, but I don't have YouTube enabled, so it won't work. But I think we're gonna have a lot of fun for this cozy stream. Hold on, let me actually put this here at the end real quick. There we go. Hopefully I put that right. Hopefully also the list works. Of course, you guys can see above me the commands, all that. Also listen, the commands and all that for it, which they should all work in with the chat with the bot, hopefully. Where, actually, let me do, I'm pretty sure it's exclamation mark add, and then is that? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I can do just exclamation mark add, exclamation mark done, and it will all just organize and go through down this list. I'm gonna actually just add. There we go. But yeah, hopefully it should. Looks like you already have a task up there. You just check to check your... Oh, you can't add multiple stuff. That's interesting. Okay then. Why not? Why can't I? Let me check real quick to make sure I'm not... I didn't forget to enable, like, so I could do multi. Hold on. Be that, no, in my luck, it'll probably be that, but... Or the one just doesn't allow us. Boom, boom. Yeah, okay, no. It thinks you can only do one at a time. It's okay. Which I guess if chat, I think chat could put their normal stuff in if they want to, but, or put, yeah, it's okay. But yeah, we'll be doing just like a little cozy stream, so hopefully I have my backlog of stuff. I really hope so. Because, ugh. Where is YouTube at? Bum, 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 boom, boom, boom. And of course, the nice thing with these are going to be, I'm pretty sure, up higher res. Why is this? Why was this one blocked worldwide? I just noticed one of the streams, like, it's like blocked. What the heck? One. Oh, is there only one song? Makes sense. There you go. Okay. Okay. First one, what's the first one we need to do? Um, 8:14. So yes, I do have a backlog of all of what I need. Good. That's very good. Why is Steam open? I just noticed that. Oh wait, this is when a stream crash happened. Uh-oh. Cancel that. Okay, some streams I guess I probably won't post. Some of them I can't, because I need to also edit them together, I guess. Which I would say is okay. But I don't know. The bad part is I don't keep track of my titles, so it looks like a lot of these streams are going to be like just have not the original title, which is gonna suck, but that's okay. That's probably okay. What was this stream even? I don't remember what this was. I know what it, well, quote unquote, what it was. The thing is, I don't know. Like what it was. Oh, I think. Oh wait, no, wait. I think I remember what this was. I know exactly. This was the trans stream. These are gonna take forever to upload. I just thought of that. I just thought of this. It's gonna take forever to upload. That's like a backlog. Like, especially like these longer streams we do, because even though the streams we normally do are like 2 hours long, like some of them are 3. So I don't know. Also, Osu ones. Why do you have to be such a pain? I would say Osu ones are probably the hardest to upload. $8.26. Oh, that's. I was like, why do I have a recording from a day I didn't stream? I was like, and there makes sense. So. A spin stream. We love spin the wheel stream. I definitely need to do more spin the wheel streams, I think. I definitely need to. Because spin the wheel streams are always fun. I like, whenever like I don't have an idea what to do. Like, where we just don't end stream until it's over. Until we hit it, but I don't know. And of course, this probably will be, like I said, a shorter stream today. Because since it is just a co-working, a little like work together stream, I think we'll probably be better. But we'll have to see. What's next one? Okay. Boop, boop. Hopefully, by the way, this doesn't kill my stream when I'm uploading all these. I just thought of that because I'm uploading at the same time, like 3, 6, 7 streams at once, or up to YouTube. Because if this kills it, I won't be surprised, but yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. What was... Why? I love having a stream called Unknown. In the VOD, in my VODs, in my status stuff. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Okay. We're on to, I guess, the final set of streams. Even though, oh, I didn't put in last stream stuff. There we go. Oh, I misspelled that. I just noticed that. There we go. Okay, that stream is not going up. I refuse to put up the scuff streams. The one stream I had where it's just all scuff. I think that was Plucky stream. I'm not putting the Plucky stream up. I would, but that was not interesting. Okay, there is that VOD. Then the last, yeah, I need yesterday's. What did we do yesterday? Wasn't it yesterday? Yesterday was Osu, wasn't it, chat? I don't remember. I don't remember. Yes, it was. What happened here? We gotta get some. Bum, 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 bum. We got all the streams posted, which is very nice. Now with all these uploading, it'll be fun. What was the next thing I needed to do? It wasn't. I'll work on the info a little bit later. Only there is a way to like put multiple into this listing thing. I probably bet there is, but I would have to be in the code of it, I bet. And at this point, I don't want to dig in the code. Hello, Joflo. Hello, hello. You get your first daily star. What? What do you mean by no girl? Pass. What? This is what I don't get about the moderators sometimes. They're interesting people. They're interesting people and I love each one, love them all. But you just get it, you question them sometimes. Question their sanities. I need to... I don't love you like that. Wait. What does that mean? Is there dark mode for freaking Drive now? Because my eyes are dying here. Dark mode, thank you. Ow, actually these are very bright.
You're such a good girl.
Why does that work so freaking well? I don't get it. Gotta go to work. See ya. See ya, Joe Flo. Okay. Let me upload these videos from my phone to my drive for Notion. There's gotta be an easier way to do it. Drive. My only hope is these don't go. Why isn't it showing up in Drive? Oh, there it is. Like these don't go ahead and get added to my photos again. Okay. Preparing to upload 16 files. So hopefully this doesn't take forever. Well, wait. Something about my files didn't work? Well, Okay, yeah, there they go. There we go. Now I just need to wait for all these things to get uploaded. Oh no, I don't want to open it. Okay, I got that set up, which is very good. I know I'm going to be talking a lot, chat, about kind of like what I'm doing, but I'm not going to show this because a lot of my Notion is personal. Hello, Yuck, you crying? What's wrong? What's wrong? Okay, so I got that. I can't with the spreadsheets. I know, I said the same thing. The spreadsheets are so confusing. And I still don't understand them. I don't think I even have any of my old spreadsheets, Hinazaki. I could be wrong. But yeah, spreadsheets are stupid. Wait, actually I might. I have my old ones, Hinazaki. That was for RTT. Even though I have gone way sidetracked. If you have the old ones you did, yeah, I have my old ones. It has like all the info given to me. You should have access to them. I'm pretty sure. So I just copy and paste. Hold on. I don't have admin pool. Not the ref. Here. Can I do share? Here. Hinasaki, check DMs. You might, if you can't access something, let me know. Point if I have the old Corey sheet. Love funny. You might not be able to access them, but I don't know. Okay. I got Notion, what I wanted to do with Notion at the minute. The first portion of my Notion thing. Twitch. How long do these VODs take? Damn. Alright, there's one more thing I wanted to do. Cause I got... Did I do the info thing? No, I still need to put the times in. Thing is, I don't think I have a backlog of my times. That's the one thing I don't keep. Unless I look back at like the videos themselves, but... I have... Oh, I have just up to the 2.5. To my... I have a couple off, but... That would have been... Very easy. Alright. Thing is, it makes no sense. Why do people? It makes no sense. People hate like some of the other stuff on the VOD channel. It makes no sense, you know. Like, you don't ask, I guess. We might have to do chat a little bit of reaction today. I don't know. I feel like there could be some reaction stuff, but I don't know. Okay, I need to. Part of me also wants to figure out why my Spotify is being a pain. Chat. But then, of course, I'm just gonna probably take me having to reinstall Spotify, all that, and do what we want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so where we're going. Got all the info in for Notion. Finally, only took me way too many hours. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, I think I got all the stuff I wanted to complete, or majority of it, done, which is very nice. Now the real question is, what else? What else today?
You're such a good girl.
Right after I finish my work. So, hello, Nikki. After I finish my work. Still, hold on. I think let me show. I want to show us the chat real quick. Hold on. Yeah, this is gonna be fun to wait for. All of the VODs getting have to be pushed out to YouTube at once. This is gonna be very fun. Not fun at all for YouTube servers. Oh my. Is it? I'm curious. Is Spotify widget broken still, or 6K Lab? So is it still down? The website is still down. Lovely. Lovely. Thank you, Mute 6K. Like, what is 6K Lab? Like, their website seems always like every week at points it will be down. And I don't know why. I should really not be checking Twitter at the minute. I should not really be checking Twitter. When you get like the most unhinged stuff. Boom, boom, boom. You know what? We're gonna stop the co-working stream for a bit. Because we finished it. Hopefully that works. Yep, there we go. Alright, chat. I want to react to a video and then we'll drop a couple of videos maybe. We'll probably end. Because I think this is I want to do a very company stream. There we go. Okay, I want to react to this before, yeah. It's a very good time for thinking about my work done. That I have been procrastinating way too much. Very long. Okay, let's do it. Here, can I hide my... I'm gonna keep this to-do list. It's that color red. And we'll just hide it. There we go. Okay, I want to react to this one. This video I saw today, which was why Americans are obsessed with the pumpkin spice latte. I'm kind of curious. It's from Future Proof. I'm kind of curious though. Future Proof makes some really good stuff though. Oh, also I want to watch the Apple one too. That seems kind of interesting too. All right, we'll watch this one and do it. Let's do it.
In 2024, the pumpkin spice latte arrived at Starbucks earlier than it ever has before. This super sweet, gourd-based beverage rakes in hundreds of millions of dollars for the chain every single year and marks the seasonal shift from brat girl summer to the colored leaves and flannel shirts of fall. So buckle the f up because PSL season is here, baby.
Very loud. There.
For millions of people around the world today, the arrival of fall is not when the leaves turn to a different color or when it's cold enough to bring out that cozy sweater, but when the pumpkin spice lattes are available at Starbucks. Now,
I know many people are like addicted to this stuff.
Might be thinking,
Also, there is totally not another reason why I brought up the coffee train one, but...
Geez, I mean, isn't this just another byproduct of our hyper-consumer-focused world? Surely, this is just another story about how people are buying stuff compulsively to try and fill the void of loneliness and exhaustion that they feel in their hearts instead of finding purpose and connection with others outside in the real world. Well, yeah. That too. But the reasons why we are obsessed with this pumpkin-flavored drink more than any other drink of the year is genuinely fascinating.
I'm curious.
Depressing, sure, but also fascinating. So unless you are a part of the Flat Earth subreddit, you know that we are humans.
Flat Earth. There is a Flat Earth subreddit? That's crazy. I'm not surprised, but...
Orbits around a sun that influences the seasons that we experience here on Earth. This seasonal shift from warm to cold and vice versa is literally baked into our evolution as a species, and so it has some pretty deep wiring into our brains and how we function. Historically, colder weather that arrives in fall would be a sign that winter was coming and that you should probably get your crops in and preserved for the wintertime and whatnot. At this time of the year, you would be eating different things than you did in the summer. Fresh fruits and veggies aren't as abundant, and root vegetables and squashes are popping off. This shift in diet and lifestyle is a huge cultural connection to us and the world around us and our communities. But unless you have a farm or you live in the woods or something,
yeah,
you probably don't have the same survival instincts as our ancestors did.
I know some people have farms.
That spends all of our time inside looking at tiny little rectangles of light emitting from our devices. Our connection to the natural world and its cycles are completely cut off. And what is left is this sort of vaguely anxious feeling that we need to prepare and settle down in anticipation of winter, but without the full understanding or knowledge of how to do that. And that cyclical feeling is still there in our bodies, but we don't have nature to take our natural cues from. And so consumerism fills the gap. So the pumpkin spice latte was not some fun accident created by some inspired hippie with an espresso machine, okay? It was a deliberately created product in the Starbucks Liquid Lab Research Center in Seattle by a guy named Peter Duke. And this
But there's actually a lab for that?
They had already had success with the peppermint mocha and the eggnog latte, which were Starbucks' first seasonal drinks ever. And now, listen, just for a second. If you can forget for a moment that this is a story about a food laboratory trying to synthetically recreate the human brain's feeling of fall into a drink in order to make millions of dollars, it is genuinely super fascinating how they did this. If you've ever drank a PSL, you might realize that it doesn't really taste that much like pumpkin, maybe a bit more like pumpkin pie. But
I've never had it.
Because up until 2015, there wasn't actually any pumpkin in these beverages. To clarify, the pumpkin that you're tasting in these drinks is actually called pumpkin sauce, and it is a blend of sugar, condensed milk, natural and artificial pumpkin flavors, salts, and preservatives. Today, there is actually pumpkin puree in these drinks after a bunch of people got kind of mad about it, but it is carefully balanced with a bunch of other non-gourd ingredients. The other key flavors in a PSL are cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove, which kind of makes sense as they are typically found in other baking and cooking in fall and winter meals. This is a classic fall flavor that has been around for hundreds of years and is a legit spice pack that was first packaged and sold back in 1934 by McCormick and Company. It also happens that a standard PSL has 50 grams of sugar in each drink, which is a lot more than a standard can of Coke.
That's just coffee in general. That's just coffee in general. Where it has like way too much sugar or way too much caffeine.
But honestly, like I genuinely think that what Starbucks has done is incredible. They have invented this sweet, creamy, aromatic beverage experience that is now a psychological trigger for millions of people that fall has arrived.
I'll have a Trenta no foam 5-shot half cap, no foam pumpkin spice latte with no foam at 210 degrees.
So the PSL was released.
Well, okay then. I mean, I know some people that are like addicts to coffee, but none who are on that extreme. I know, but people who do Starbucks would probably do that. I'm of course I don't go to Starbucks so often, but when I do, I'm simple. I am a simple girl where I will basically go for whatever's good. I don't know. Like, that's basically, like, I think the last thing I ever got from a Starbucks was something, it was like their summer drink. Where it was like, berry juice, boba pearls, because I am a boba fanatic. I'm a boba fanatic. The thing is, though, like, I've never had one of these, well, the pumpkin spice lattes. I want to try it. Even though I'm not a massive coffee fan. Like, I love coffee, but, like, my coffee tastes are, like, okay. I've tried black coffee before. Or it was like, actual, like, coffee. I think it was. Like, I don't know if it was black coffee or what type of coffee it was. But I tried it, and it tasted horrible. It was, like, bleh. But it could have just been me when I was trying it, I'm pretty sure back at, like, 17 or 18 maybe, and I never had coffee before. But then, like, I think it's just because I have to have a lot of sugar in it to make it taste sweet enough for me to, like, oh, this is actually good or taste good.
In 2003 to 100 stores in Vancouver and Washington, D.C. It was such a success that just a year later they released it nationally, finally coining the PSL shorthand. The pumpkin spice latte also had some good luck with its release. Twitter was invented in 2006, and this became one of the go-to places where fans could immediately share their love.
Not surprising.
Outside of their friends list, because Facebook arrived in 2004, but it was only for your friends. In
Not
some
surprising.
ways, this was one of the first really viral online food trends, and it became a complete pop culture phenomenon. The craze grew so much that in 2012, they couldn't keep up with demand and they went through a pumpkin sauce shortage. Such a thing would probably send our
Dang.
modern economy into a tailspin. Thankfully, it appears that Starbucks has ironed out a lot of these details, because you'll not only be able to get a PSL if you decide to go today, but you'll have more days than ever to try and get one. And if stories about our crazy consumer world are of interest to you,
Not a fan of pumpkin
please
spice my
consider
coffee, though?
supporting this channel over
I don't know.
on our Patreon page. There you will get early access to every single video that we put out on this channel. You'll get exclusive content that only Patreon members see, like our podcast and episodes that we never released here on YouTube. We are always trying to diversify
I like French
our
vanilla or
income to
hazelnut.
provide this content
Okay.
free.
I'm a person which, okay, I might be weird for this, but of course, whenever it's winter, you love hot chocolate. Hot chocolate, one of the most very, very kind of like warmy drinks. The thing is, I had found this out, I think, 2 years ago. There is a hot cocoa and coffee's based. No. What it is this. If you take hot chocolate and put chocolate, it's chocolate caramel coffee creamer. They make a thing called chocolate caramel coffee creamer. Yeah, right. I'm not clicking links because if I do, I know I'm gonna get freaking doxxed. But it's this stuff. This chocolate caramel coffee creamer. You put the coffee creamer in hot cocoa, and it tastes actually really good. Any type of coffee creamer in it, I will say. It might just be a me thing, but whenever the place I went to, always when like in the mornings, or especially our church stuff having it, I was like, I kept saying, hey, can you please get this? Can you please get this? Can you please get this? Please, 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 please. And we never had it again. I'm like, why do you have to pay me? Coffee plus hot cocoa plus coffee cream feeling thick, yo. Does that actually, do people actually do that? Though, coffee, and I do. Hot, Coke. Coke. I know I'm misspelling it, but it's actually a real thing. Huh. Very interesting. I'm assuming that's like Melanie's hot cocoa. So that's the hot cocoa, and then that's the coffee portion, I guess. Why are we going down the rabbit hole of coffee now? I'm going down the rabbit hole of coffee.
For you, but the sad reality is that when you criticize brands and companies, not a lot of brands and companies want to sponsor your stuff. Honestly, every Patreon member does make a big difference.
Makes sense.
For a little company like ours. So if you want to check that out, there is a link down in the description below. So when we first started planning this video, I was like, let's release a pumpkin spice latte video for its release, like in September sometime. How stupid were we, eh? This year, the PSL has had its earliest release date ever on August 22nd. But
Is it still out? Is pumpkin spice latte still out? You know, I'm curious. Starbucks. I should not be searching this on my main monitor. Hold on. I should not be searching this on my main monitor. Starbucks. Yeah, I'm smart. I'm actually very smart for moving that off my main monitor. Holy. Let's see. Starbucks featured. Oh, it's actually called, hold on. It's actually called a PSL. That's actually interesting. I did not know they actually called it PSL. Very interesting. So it looks like they are still out and about. Hold on, how much are these? I'm pretty sure Starbucks is just dang too expensive sometimes, you know? It is, how much? How much are you? Yes, you can know where I'm at. For item availability, choose store. Is it actually you can't? Can you not order this? Hold on. Filter. I was like, why? Okay, for a minute, I was like, why doesn't it show the one near me, the Starbucks near me? It is $6 drink for 16 ounces. What the heck? Huh?
That's not when fall starts, is it? Starbucks are taking on seasonality and nostalgia marketing to manipulate the start of seasons as a way to extend the life of this limited time item. And of course, this isn't a new phenomenon. They've been doing this for quite a while now. But it's fascinating. The first ever year that Starbucks released the PSL, they did it on October 10th. And it's been creeping earlier and earlier every single year. Last year, on the PSL's 20th birthday, the drink launched on August 24th. In 2022, they released it on August 30th. And if you look back through the list of dates when the drink was being sold, you can see that it's pretty clear what they're doing. Like, at this rate, we are literally sipping pumpkin-flavored drinks on the beach in our short shorts, which just feels kind of wrong, doesn't it?
Kind
By
of.
the way, for context, fall starts officially on September 22nd. They're like an entire month early.
When was this released? Oh wait, it already is fall. It already is fall. This was released today, so it is fall.
At this point. And all right, look, I want to be clear right now that if you enjoy yourself.
So my title is irrelevant. My title is very irrelevant.
Little treat that happens to be fall themed, even though it's not even remotely fall yet. That's okay. You know, I'm not here to bash people who like the pumpkin spice latte. I do think that we could all maybe be a little bit more aware of how we're being pushed into buying certain things at certain times. I mean, that's why we started this channel, right? But I just want to continue to highlight how there is this entire psychology that Starbucks has manipulated to make this drink as popular as it has. See, on
Okay, sorry. I know this is about the coffee, and I'm going off on a rant here, kind of. That why this ghost is so cute. This shirt. Look at this. Look at this ghost. Coffee ghost.
To make this drink as popular as it has. See, on top of the evolutionary desire to be cozy and connected to the flavors of fall, there is a few more psychological tools working for the pumpkin spice craze. I think the PSL movement benefits from a little bit of what is known as nostalgia bait. This is when a brand or company brings up those positive memories or moments from history that many of us grew up with to try and sell us something from those simpler times.
Pinkalo.
We have a whole video coming out about this phenomenon, so I'm not going to ruin for you right now. But basically, the world is a stressful and scary place, and the past is a safe spot in our brains. From this perspective, the pumpkin spice.
He's not wrong. The past is like things you can go and cherish. The thing is nowadays everything is so like stressful, like even though like especially in this whole society in general, and I think a lot of people have noticed, especially even LGBTQ communities, they have been experienced this tenfold.
It doesn't just signal the beginning of fall, but it also brings with it a sensation that the year is ending. Slow down and maybe take a break. You know, there is a reason why the Christian Girl Autumn meme became so popular, or why the show Gilmore.
Christian Girl? What? I don't know what I mean.
So many rewatches this time of the year. There's a certain escapism that comes with this season. And Starbucks is so good at creating this atmosphere. When you go into a Starbucks during their PSL season, the shift is everywhere. The store smells like pumpkin and cinnamon. The lights are dim and pleasant. The music is jazzy and comforting. The decorations in each store are reminiscent of leaves falling off of trees and the signature colors that make autumn and fall feel the way it does, even though it is still August. And this is why it's so powerful, is that it can't be offered year-round. There is power and influence in its finiteness. The fact that it is just there for a moment. And this is just basic supply and demand. Just like the seasonal shifts in our natural world that we are biologically wired in time with, the
Very
seasonal
giving.
release of pumpkin drinks is something that we look forward to because it's symbolic and novel. I would honestly love to see a parallel universe where the pumpkin spice latte is available all year round. My bet is that it would not sell nearly as well, and it would probably lack the excitement and the mystique
Probably,
that
yes.
comes with it and its temporariness. And Starbucks has gone a step further and set up the PSL lineup of at-home beverages to be available in stores ahead of its release while supplies last. But there's a whole other layer to this, right? Because this is a huge deal for Starbucks on the whole year, because the pumpkin spice trend brings non-coffee drinkers into the store and gives returning customers an extra push to get some while they can. These temporary bursts of excitement for a limited release then often lead to returning customers after the trend is over, but the next one is hot on its heels, because let's not forget that right after pumpkin spice season, we've got eggnog and peppermint lattes next for Christmas. It works in
Whoa.
like so many
I think it's just for,
different
I think it's
ways,
holiday bait.
and a lot of others are taking note too. Since PSL has created such a huge impact on what we perceive as fall now, many other brands have followed suit with the same mnemonic device. All Starbucks did initially was pretty much take advantage of what McCormick had learned in 1934 when they released the pumpkin spice packets. They realized that if you put together the spices that make a pumpkin pie, it will remind people of pumpkin pie, and they will flock to it because it's easier than buying a pie, right? You can just drink it on your way to work.
True.
What does a pumpkin pie mean, right? It's symbolic of family, of comfort, of optimism, and a strand of peace in a time of our lives.
Or
where it
just
feels
comfiness,
like
yeah.
There's no calm left, right? And so now, predictably, you know, we gotta overdo it, right? We have pumpkin spice donuts, pumpkin spice cookies, M&Ms, toilet paper, you know,
What?
whatever. You name it. It
Wait,
exists.
huh? Huh? Wait, what? Huh?
Pumpkin spice cookies, M&Ms, toilet paper, you know.
That's real. This looks too real. Is this actually toilet paper you can eat? Hey, hello, MK. You came into pumpkin spice toilet paper. Is this actually real? Toilet paper. Oh my, it is real. It is real. Okay, the gag gif. It's a gag gif. Oh, it's a gag gif. I was like, what? Oh boy. It's a gag gif. Oh boy.
You know, whatever. You name it, it exists.
I was like, if that is real, I will jump out some, but I don't know.
The whole pumpkin spice trend capitalizes on
How are you,
the
MK?
human desire to feel a connection to something bigger than ourselves, and they prey on that fear of missing out. So if you do go to Starbucks today and you enjoy a pumpkin spice latte, just know that you watched this
Bored?
video first, so you know you didn't do it mindlessly, I guess. And if you do get value out of our videos and you enjoy seeing them, make sure you subscribe, and you'll see another one
Bye,
every
bold.
single week.
You hit the working session of We Did. All right. Let's watch the other one. How's my YouTube stuff still doing? Oh, goodness gracious. Still ever. Apple Cult.
What you own.
This is the one I wanna see.
Spend your money is one of the most powerful social tools that we have invented in our modern consumer society. People will make fun of a Ford owner in the comments of a video and then identify themselves as a Dodge guy in their
Oh, why is this so true? Oh my. Yeah, you will literally get flamed for having a separate car that another person hates. Why is this so true? Why? Does it have to happen to me? But it's happened to people I know. Like, this is why.
Instagram bio. But one of the strongest and most prolific brand loyal groups in the world are Apple users. And as an Apple user, it's kind of dumb.
It's true. That's why I rebel. I am a Samsung user. Rebel.
A huge thank you to Ground News for sponsoring today's video.
Ground.
Here, look. At the time of the releasing of this video, the latest iPhone is probably about to be announced. It's going to be better and greater than any iPhone before it. It's going to sell millions. It's going to be very, very popular. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great phone. Except
It's gonna be a great phone, surely. And then people, it's the same thing.
it's probably not going to be that great. Every year when the newest iPhone is released, there is a predictable wave of hype, big announcements, and features that get covered across the internet.
Yep.
It's a phone, but it's so much more. It is a camera.
Then, quickly after that,
No way. It's a camera? Like, huh? No way.
the opinions and outrage over how little has changed, how this is just a facelift from the year before, and how stupid people are for being Apple users. But those are just opinions, and let's not forget that we're talking about the single most valuable company in the world, and most
The pressure.
importantly, they
Hold on.
retain more
Wait, I'll let him
repeat
talk.
customers than pretty well any other brand in any industry.
He's surprised. He is true, especially in America. I know in EU, Apple isn't as strong, but like here in America, and I don't know if it's the same in Canada, but like if you do not have an Apple phone, you are basically the cheaper, not the cheaper, I would say the more poorer person, which doesn't make sense in a way where, hold on, I'm actually curious. I'm gonna hide this because I don't know if I'll leak anything, but let me check. iPhone 16. If you go for the latest flagship of the iPhone 16 Pro Max, Pro. Let's see. Buy. Okay. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, that's fine on that one. I'm gonna pull up Samsung's, which I know this will probably be for American market. Samsung S24 Ultra. Buy now. Let's see, unlock. We'll go for just spec it out, natural or base pricing. Base price. Okay, I can show here. I think. Yeah, I'm fine. The 24 Ultra on Samsung line is $1299, around 15, a little bit, 1,400 for base model. To get the iPhone, it is base price still. It makes no. Oh, is MK just wasting his points? What is this? It does nothing. It does nothing. But he's basically throwing. Wait, how many points? 3, 4, 5. You still have 70k. Dang. Easy. Oh my. Jeez. Okay. Like, wait, how many points did you spend there? 5,000. Jeez. Back to what I was saying. 1,000. This I'm pretty sure base model would be. Yeah, $12.99. So it's the same price, basically. You have the exact same price, and the Apple users use is you have a cheaper phone. It makes no sense. Like, yeah, you're paying for an experience that is 10 times worse with Apple. And I could be biased. I could be completely biased here. But the thing is, they don't change their phones. They don't change it, and there's limited. Like, I get people want ease of use, but like, I know I'm going on an Apple rant, but like, really, they don't do anything. And I get like the fan base, but still, they do change them. They change it, but basically nothing though. Like with the 16s, all they did is literally added a camera button and a bigger camera. They added like a camera button, which is this right here, and a better camera. That's it, and maybe a bigger screen Pro Maxes. They add a new color. That's huge. Oh my. Yeah, brand new color. No. I also will pull up this rant where I've had this here. Hold on. If you guys remember, if people are in Apple people, you know it's bad when, hold on, let me see if I can find this announcement. Where's the announcement on this thing? Please say someone did it. The iPhone 30 will have 15 cameras. No, this is where you get bad, when you know you have bad company.
Talk about iPadOS, which powers our
Hold on.
strongest lineup ever, including the incredibly thin and powerful iPad Pro.
Let's see if I can find
and
it.
the redesigned iPad Air, now available in 2 sizes. Together with the latest versions of Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro.
Right here.
Next, I want to talk about a feat
Like-
that some may have concluded must be a mathematical impossibility. That's
Yeah.
right, we're bringing Calculator to iPad.
I saw this and I died laughing. I'm like, it's so, you got to have a fan base when you have people cheering for a calculator on a tablet. You have a fan base on that, but it's so funny, like that they're like, no way, a tablet with a calculator that hasn't been seen before. Oh my!
And loyalty for this
I'm going back on. Let's go back.
well unmatched, and it tells us a lot about why brand loyalty works and how
Mm-hmm.
it kind of doesn't make any sense if you really start looking into it. Now, first off, I think we need to establish that there are really 2 different kinds of brand loyalty, and that there is a spectrum in between them. On one end of the spectrum, we have
Yep.
what I'm going to call emotional brand loyalty. It's connected to our childhood or our family
Yeah.
or a positive memory or a feeling that
Family.
we get when we have that.
For a lot of people.
This is like you drinking Bud Light because your old man used to drink it. Then, on the other side of the spectrum is the practical brand loyalty, which is supposed to be more rational, but isn't actually. This is you drive a Toyota Prius because your whole family drives Toyotas and they've been really reliable, and you trust the brand to make a product
Yeah.
that is good. The Toyota reference there is actually mine. I drive a Toyota Prius because my parents and most of my entire family have bought Toyotas. So it feels
I've been told, okay, speaking of online cars, I've been told, like, oh, never get a third-party car, especially because, like, and the only reason why I've been told that, to, like, and by third-party, I mean, like something that isn't made here in the U.S., like a car that isn't made in the U.S. I've been told, don't buy one of those cars because they have supported our family, because they haven't supported our family like other, like the cars that we all have here, which are like Chryslers and stuff like that, which I'm like, okay,
feels like a weird
I'm not
part of
following that,
our
but
identity at this point. But at either end of this spectrum, there is a lot of mental gymnastics going on to try and convince ourselves of the choices that we make along the way. And brands understand that if they can get your loyalty, they've basically won the consumer Olympics.
True.
Which brings us back to Apple. Apple is a $3 trillion company, worth more than a lot of countries, in large part because they have learned to play the long game. This has a name in the economics world called customer capitalism, and it's basically the radical idea that if you keep your customers happy, they will buy more of your product, which
True.
ends up providing more value to shareholders in the long run. If you're thinking this sounds kind of obvious, yes it is, but you gotta understand these are economists we're talking about. They actually had to come up with a term and a theory for just treating your customers properly. Because it turns out existing loyal customers buy 90% more stuff than new ones. Well, over half of a company's
True.
revenue typically comes from those existing customers. Except in our case, because we get more than half of our views from
Dang.
people who aren't subscribed to our channel. So I'll just take a minute here while you do that. Please.
dang.
So why aren't all companies doing this? Like, why isn't this just standard practice? Because the sad truth is that the bar is on the goddamn floor. See, most modern businesses today that you would probably recognize the name of are publicly traded companies, meaning that they have shareholders like you and me, but probably more so rich people, who have purchased shares with the expectations of those values in those companies going up. This is basically just the stock market, where your savings, if you were very lucky to have any, are invested. Every quarter, these businesses report their numbers to investors, and to summarize a lot of economics degrees in 4 words: up, good, down, bad. But the problem with this is that it's naturally short-sighted. You have to prioritize the profits of today and tomorrow so that your quarterly earnings can keep going up. In most cases, this usually means that companies are forced to constantly expand and push into new markets and develop new technology and buy up their competitors.
Like AI.
Never stop until they rule the fucking world, I guess. I don't know what the end goal is here. And the truth is, a lot of this growth and expansion has very little to do with the customer being happy, and more so about making as much money as possible. And Apple is different, kind of. Apple has done a really great job of retaining customers. And if you are an Apple person, you might already have some idea of why that might be.
The ecosystem.
For this video, we found a couple of stories about how Apple has been changing their business model to meet consumer needs. But the most impactful was definitely this one, all about how Apple is planning to integrate ChatGPT into Siri, which I don't know if that's a thing
it is.
Consumers need, but
it's not. We don't need it. You don't need it. They think that, oh, people will like that. People like AI. Just download the freaking ChatGPT app, and it's 10 times, like, it works 10 times easier. Literally.
Story that we wouldn't have come across if it weren't for the sponsor of today's video, Ground News. Ground News is an app and a website dedicated to thousands of news articles all in one place.
The thing is, Ground News, I used it once, but then it's like you had to pay for it.
We keep working with them because it's on $1 a month, or just use our link in the description to get 40% off their unlimited access Vantage plan, which is what we use here on the channel. Huge thanks to Ground News for sponsoring today. Let's get back into the video. Do you remember how earlier we showed you how economists defined customer capitalism, right? Like how to treat customers properly as a theory by the economists. I want you to apply that same kind of thinking that invented that term to imagine how these companies might try and keep you interested in their product. Because customer retention is not the same as customer satisfaction.
Yeah, agreed.
Listen, these companies are not on some sort of vision quest to try and find out what truly makes their customer base ticks and to create something that is fundamentally great and improves their lives and the world around them. It is about making money while looking like you're doing those things. Today, it is not just outliers like Apple that are supposedly putting the customer first. In 2019, nearly 200 execs from major companies including Amazon, Pepsi, Walmart, and of course Apple, issued a statement that business is no longer just about profit for shareholders. Rather, it is about providing genuine value to customers.
Yeah, like Apple's doing.
Such as paying reasonable wages and supporting environmental and social causes. I have to say, if I believed anything that any of these people ever said, this would be an absolutely earth-shattering shift for the better. But when you look at how their actions play out, it tells a very different story. See, a lot of their value that they're providing when it comes to, you know, the communities and the reasonable wages and the environmental causes or whatever, it's usually being handled by some sort of PR marketing with a corporate social responsibility report. These are well-designed pamphlets created by companies to show the impressive work that they have done to make the world a better place, but mostly to make people feel like they're not just exploiting everyone around them in the effort to make as much money as possible. You can find these reports for basically any majorly publicly traded company just by Googling their name and then putting CSR afterwards. And these documents look really impressive. They're
Oh.
really long and incredibly detailed and outline how
Dang.
the company is progressing towards these big, important social justice goals. But they're not verified by a third party and often are built and rolled out in such a way that makes them look really good, but still allows the business to basically operate as usual. We talked about this in greater detail in our Starbucks episode. They have these sort of shitty
Hey, more coffee.
that are released strategically just to appease their fans enough to make them feel like they can still keep going to Starbucks even though they have done insert terrible
What? Starbucks slave and child labor.
blank
Wow.
thing here. And listen, Apple probably has one of the most impressive documents for this. And I don't want to say that they don't care or that these things aren't real in these documents. They 100% are. Their headquarters are 100% powered by renewable energy. But ultimately, this is just a part of their broader marketing plan to tell you the story of who they want you to think Apple as a company is. These sort of
The amazing
ESG
gods.
reports have become basically standard practice for any big business today. But where Apple really stands out with customer retention is with their products. Apple has done a really good job of designing physical hardware that gives the customer the desired experience that they look for with a high quality product, all the while still withholding and manipulating their releases to maximize profits. A great recent example of this was the USB Type-C charge port on the iPhone 15. Apple held out on their old Lightning connector as long as they possibly could until the EU forced them to adopt a more standardized technology.
Which is amazing.
And Apple does this all the time. They basically invented planned obsolescence. They got rid of the headphone jack just to upsell everybody on their pods. And instead of keeping the design similar year to year to save money, each model year is just noticeably different to be recognized as the latest model to command a higher price tag. With things like that, you would think that people would probably leave, but they don't. And
They
that's
don't
because
somehow.
Apple does the products really, really well, and they have a few tricky tricks to make sure that you don't leave. See, I'm an Apple person. I got my MacBook here, and I'm reading this teleprompter off of my iPhone. And I've tried to go and use Android before, and I just ended up ultimately coming back because Apple knows what they're doing. Those early releases with the underwhelming advancements to each model year, that's actually on purpose. See, Apple is always the last company to adopt technology as it comes onto the market. They wait until a technology has been proven for the most part, or at least been shown to have promise with.
The thing that makes no sense to this, and I'm going to disprove it, and it might be disproven, is RCS. RCS, which was Rich Communication Service, where I am going to go into a nerdy ball right here in a minute. And I apologize for anyone that isn't technically inclined here. RCS is the world, what everyone uses for texting. Apple was the final company to get that. And it was literally for years. The thing is, Apple being stingy is still being stingy with it. But the thing is, I don't get it. If they're only waiting for it to like see, oh, will this work? Why not? Why with that?
Consumers, and then they aim to improve upon it. This is actually a pretty great business model that I fundamentally believe in. Toyota does this with their vehicles a lot too. See, I have all Apple products because they work the way that they're supposed to. They rarely have technical issues, but as many Apple users know, this controlled approach also keeps you trapped in their ecosystem. Apple,
to be honest, yes, 100%. It is 100% true because, okay, I had, and I know a lot of people on Android love this, or think, we have pairs of AirPods and there is no seamless integration with Android, or even especially with something I have with my wallet, my AirTag. Like, I have an AirTag. Why there was no integration with that, or a simple integration with that? That's one of the downsides of Android, or with Apple in general, because you have to have an iPhone for their stuff to work, or to work properly, and Apple being Apple will never let that happen.
products only really play with other Apple products. And once
Yes.
you use their products, it's kind of hard to go back. It feels like
It was simpler for me because all I had from Apple now was my phone, which the phone I use now is I still use an iPhone for streaming. It's how I use my face tracking for my model to make it all a little smooth. I use an 11 for that. But then my main, I had used that as my main certain phone forever, and then I only had an AirTag and some AirPods. The thing is, so I was able to easily change out everything at that point, where like get a pair of Galaxy Buds, get my new phone, my new when I originally switched over it was S21 Ultra, so I got a 21 Ultra. I went and got what I now have is my 24 Ultra from Samsung. Let me think what else. And I had an Apple Watch that broke, but then I, of course, then got a Galaxy Watch and for that. But it was very, if you have a whole bunch of stuff already like that, like you have a MacBook, you have an iPhone, AirPods, stuff like that, then you're locked in at that point, and it's so hard to like get out of that ecosystem.
But it's not just the technology that makes it hard to leave Apple. Apple has some of the best branding out there. I mean, people know an Apple advertisement before they even see the logo. And with this sleek, modern, minimalist design, they have created the Apple person identity. They want you to feel like a sophisticated, successful, well-connected individual when you hold their product. But one of the most powerful and interesting qualities of an Apple person is that they are not an Android person. You probably remember those famous early advertisements with the PC and the Apple guy.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
But that ad is a metaphor for a very real tactical branding strategy that a lot of brands use nowadays. We see this really clearly with the Pepsi-Coke divide. Anyone who's honest with themselves knows that there is functionally no difference between Coke and Pepsi.
I agree.
Taste tests have actually shown that consumers
Yeah.
prefer the taste of Pepsi, but Coke is still the more successful brand. And yet, 9 in 10 Pepsi and Coke drinkers remain loyal to their chosen drink. Even
I don't
people
mind
who
either.
hardly consume soda at all have this weirdly visceral reaction to even the thought of consuming other brands. And Apple just leans into this 100%. They've gone as far as to make it harder for iPhone users to communicate.
Yes.
This branding is so deep.
It's exactly what I was talking
in
about.
Apple lore that now it's like a way to tell people that they're broke. Like, you're so poor that you have the green text bubbles when I'm chatting to you.
You have an Android? Yes. An Android? Never mind. I can't do this. I'm so sorry.
Because I have an Android?
It's so freaking true. It is actually, like, it's so dumb.
Wait, what?
Okay. I know I have family. My whole family is iPhone users. We're their whole iPhone. I'm the oddball out who has a Samsung. And I know people that I talk to on Discord that they're fans of their iPhone and they want to change over to Samsung, but they can't for reasons. The thing is, I have been, and I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's more jokingly as a little banter, but between my younger brother and myself. My younger brother, I get always told from him, all the issues with tech, and no, not even my brother alone. My mom's also said this too, where like, any issues that we have are between me and them with their phones. Oh, it's your fault. You had to go with that Android phone. I'm like, did you ever think it's Apple that's the issue? With how closed off they are to make everything an issue. Did you ever think that? And it's so freaking true. It feels like.
Actually makes me feel kind of bad because I like to razz our project manager all the time because she is like a staunchly PC Android person and you have problems with your friggin' tech all the time. And
Not me. This is why you become technically inclined, become smart with technology, and learn how to do anything with it.
Another little sidetrack here that I thought was just incredible is that this Apple main character energy is so unshakable that even in movies, the bad guy never has an iPhone.
Apple, they let you use iPhones in movies,
but, and this is very pivotal if you're ever watching a mystery movie,
Oh.
bad guys cannot have iPhones on camera. Every single
Oh.
filmmaker who has a bad guy in their movie that's supposed to be a secret wants to murder me right now.
Entire videos have already
Huh.
relied on the absolute genius of Apple's branding, so we're not going to get too into the weeds here. But the bottom line is, it worked. 92% of the people who have iPhones right now intend to stay iPhone users. Almost a third said it was because they were too tied into Apple's ecosystem, or it was just too much of a hassle
Exactly.
to switch operating systems. And if you think that this kind of irrational, fierce loyalty to brands is powerful now, it's actually going to get worse. There is talk from big names that some point soon-ish, it will just be the norm, even mandatory, for companies to report customer retention metrics alongside the usual numbers. And there might be some good that comes out of this change for sure, but it's also going to give brands more power across the board to create products and incentive structures that keep you from leaving. On top of this, we seem to be more blindly brand loyal than ever before, with people feeling more isolated,
True.
stretched financially, and with so much chaos going on in the
Yeah.
world right now, people are running to their favorite brands for that fleeting feeling of comfort.
Oh
we offer
my.
the fruits of our labor, and in return we get rituals that bind us together, holy days, and the promise of salvation. We're told that if we just give enough of our dollars to the right God, we can save ourselves, or our country, or the planet.
My
This is
pillow.
why it hurts so bad when we're betrayed. We think of these brands as being on our side, part of our tribe, our saviors, our very identity, and then suddenly they go off script, and it's like we've been stabbed in the back, and our sense of self is sort of shattered. They partner with the wrong influencer, or they break off the partnership with that said.
What? Wait, Bud Light partnered with a trans influencer. What? Sparked a right-wing boycott? What the heck?
Or
Dang.
back the wrong country or politician. So we bring out the pitchforks and take our businesses to a different mega corporation that quietly hates us just as much as the other one did. They're just a little better at hiding it. Because
That's
for all of their
crazy.
talk of supporting values and those big CSR documents, it's not about us or making the world a better place. It's all about making money. Just think about how pretty much every big international corporate chain flies the rainbow flag in June, except where that's an unpopular opinion to have. They don't.
Oh, yeah, it is true. And there is a huge upsale tax, and especially Pride stuff. Like, oh my, like, you definitely can tell it. You can definitely tell it.
About any of this stuff, and it shouldn't surprise us when they show us their true colors, or the lack thereof in this case. We also have to ask ourselves, do we want these people to be in charge of our social change? Because that's where this is headed. Major corporations are now openly talking about how they have a responsibility to change the world. And I don't think that that's what any of us actually want.
No.
If you want real change, don't put your hope into these brands. Don't allow them to form your identity and take the place of a genuine human connection, because that's exactly what they're trying to do. The more fractured we are, the less connected we are to our neighborhoods, the more that we'll rely on these big brands to form our sense of self. And we really, really can't afford that. So listen, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content from us and our channel, make sure that you're subscribed.
Definitely drop the guy a sub.
Every single
Drop the guy, drop, if you love this type of content, definitely drop future proofs a sub. They make really good stuff. Also, make sure to like their stuff. Yeah, I definitely will. Still, it is insane how much stuff Apple has. But, chat, this is where we end it. End this stream. Thank you everyone for coming with me. Y'all are amazing. This stream, hopefully if I can keep back up and don't fall into the whole thing of like, forgetting the post VODs. We'll be back up very soon on the main channel. But, thank you everyone for coming with me. Y'all are amazing. Everyone, have a safe and amazing day. We will be live will be live, I think, on Friday. I'm pretty sure it's either next week or this week that we are going to be pulling for Lingsha, which is going to be a lot of fun. So we get the gotcha up of all the polls from that we have gained. But until then, thank you everyone for coming with me. Y'all are amazing. Everyone, have a safe and amazing rest of your guys' day, night, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. And I will see you all next stream. Bye bye, everyone. Mwah. Bye bye.